Hi. So the video before this, I was saying that I cut these videos into separate videos because it was so long and I was filming all day. I didn't have an intro for this video because I cut it right in the middle. So consider this an intro. Enjoy. All I do is really talk about horror movies. So if you guys are into horror movies, there you go. Yeah. I've been watching some horror movies lately. I've been watching a bunch of stuff. I watched two that I've been wanting to watch for a while now. Some volleyball. That's what up. Let me get in on the game. I watched that movie Megan, the one about that little doll, and this other movie called Smile, and I enjoyed them. I thought they were pretty good. One of them was pretty funny. Megan is like, I don't know, depending on who you are, like if you have a fear of dolls and stuff like that, then that might freak you out. But for me, it was kind of comedic, man. They had like a lot of comedic, there was a lot of like comedy relief in it that, you know, was pretty funny. But the underlying like message, I guess you could say, was pretty disturbing. Like the whole idea of just technology in general. It's like that show Black Mirror. If you ever watch that show Black Mirror, that is a great show. That's like one of my top 5 shows, and I've only seen up to season 5, I believe. I haven't seen the newest one, but it's pretty much like, it's just like about technology and like human behavior and how obsessions with technology and just how it can like interfere with our lives and like society, and these topics that are kind of disturbing and unsettling depending on how you look at it. Like me, I pay attention to that kind of stuff because it's, I mean, we're already there. We've reached the technology point. We've got technology all over the place. It's just a matter of time before, you know, the crazy stuff happens. Yeah, I want to go over here. I want to explore this little area. Can I ride through here? Please don't let me fall in front of all these people. I recommend checking out Megan. I don't want to spoil it, but it's, I mean, if you don't know what it's about, it's literally about this woman named Gemma, and she's like a toy designer. She's like this toy designer for this toy company called Funky, not Funko, but Funky. And she designs this toy for her niece who happened to go through like a traumatic event in life. Like she was in a car crash, a snowplow truck hit her and her family, and unfortunately she was the only one that survived. Damn, what's going on over here? So her auntie designed this toy, this like state-of-the-art AI doll, to kind of like help her out and be her friend and watch out over her. And yeah, things go awry from there. It's so funny, but it is like disturbing, some of the things that she does. Like, I'm not trying not to spoil it, but there's like a scene where obviously you saw the dance, the viral K-pop dance thing, and then there's like a scene where she does like a run, she runs and it's like the most disturbing thing ever. But yeah, it was a pretty fun movie to watch. I liked it. And then the second movie I watched was Smile. Now that movie right there is crazy. Depending on who you are, like that movie could come across like very unsettling. So first of all, it involves like mental health. Like it has to do with the topic of mental health. It involves this girl who's like a cruise down here. We used to come down here all the time. Hopefully I don't get yelled at. Yeah, there's like stairs and you go straight down all the way to the beach side. It involves this this doctor named Dr. Rose Cotter, and she's a therapist, and she works for this psychiatric ward type place, I think. Yeah, I think it's just a straight up psychiatric ward, but she's so she ends up having to deal with this patient that's brought in who's like hysterical, and you know, she's all screaming, and she starts talking to her, and then she starts explaining how she witnessed one of her professors or her teachers like take their own life, like unalive themselves. And ever since then she would see things, and she's in this room with Dr. Rose Cotter, the main character, and she is explaining it to her. And Dr. Rose Cotter's, you know, like she's like trying to tell her like, it's not real, you know, you need like relax, it's all right. And she's trying to sit there explaining it to her, and she gets hysterical, and then she ends up you know, she ends up doing the same to herself as her professor did to himself. And she was right there in front of when it happened, and then, you know, weird stuff starts happening to her now too. It's pretty tripped out, man. It's kind of sensitive in terms of like, if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, it might be hard to watch. But I don't know, they did a pretty good job of like the horror element, where, you know, there's like the right amount of jump scares, I guess, because if something's just oversaturated with jump scares, it's kind of just, it just turns into an attraction. It's not really like a story driven movie, in my opinion. I could be wrong though, but I like the story, I like the acting, I like the I like the cinematography. It was very like subtle, and for some reason I like movies that don't involve like a ton of characters. Like, depending on the movie, I don't like movies that have like a ton of different characters and subplots. This one is pretty linear. You know, it touches up on like certain other elements that are aligned and line up with that whole mental health discussion. Yeah, I don't want to go down that right now, but here, we can go down this. Oh, but yeah, it's a good movie. I recommend you guys checking it out. See, me, man, I'm all about, I don't even know if I finished describing it. I just space out sometimes, but oh wow, this is pretty cool. All right, let me get away from this cliffside before it breaks off on me. But yeah, man, I'm a real huge horror movie fan. I love thrillers, psychological thrillers, horror movies. Like, my very first horror movie that I saw that messed me up, I mean, it completely like altered the course of my life, was Sixth Sense. The M. Night Shyamalan movie, Sixth Sense. That movie, like, if you haven't seen that yet, watch that. And then all his other movies too, like later on growing up, like Signs, and we all know that scene in Signs. It's behind, you know that part when old boy popped out from behind that bush and that like camera footage. But yeah, I've always loved horror movies. I think I'm gonna start watching movies and like probably giving them like a little review on here, talk about them a little bit, maybe try to develop a little format and like get a little ride and review going on. That'd be kind of cool. I'm just not a good reviewer. I suck at talking about movies, like breaking down plots and stuff. Yeah, I was always into like found footage movies too, like anything that mocks realism, I guess, or not mocks realism, but kind of tries to mirror realism. I don't know what I'm saying. Like mockumentaries. There's this one called The Bay. It's a documentary style. I think they throw it under the found footage category too, but it's literally this documentary about this seaside community in Maryland, and they're having like a issue with like parasites in the water, and they start, you know, going around town like investigating it. I'm not even kidding you. It feels so real. It's a mockumentary, but it feels so real. Or it could be real, who knows? I used to watch a bunch of stuff like right around when I graduated high school and like a little bit afterwards, and me and all the homies. You know, this looks interesting. I was headed that way, but then saw this. We'll go this way. But yeah, I used to have like this laptop, and we used to like mess around and make beats, or at least try to make beats and make music and like DJ, I guess. And we used to just watch, we used to like stream or like torrent movies, download like little torrents for movies. Remember those sites like 123movies.net or whatever, and you could just stream, you could just watch movies for free, or you can download them. Damn, this is kind of sick. My bad, I can't go fast because my stupid ass pinky. But yeah, I used to just cruise over to the homie's house, and we just set up shop in the garage, turn off the lights, and just like grab a few beers and just zone out on found footage movies. Like, yo dude, I got this new one, it's about Bigfoot. Oh, sick, let's put it on. Watch it at like 10 o'clock at night, be all scared. I seriously have no idea where I'm going. Damn, speaking of horror movies, look at this setting. Oh yeah, this is super found footage right here. You can't see it, but there's like fog rolling in this way. That's so funny. Yeah, any recommendations on some good movies, I'm down to consider them, and like I'm down to watch, look them up. But yeah, I just want to do a little mellow cruise up and down the coast, and just, you know, talk about some stuff that I watched. Definitely check out that movie Smile. If I were to recommend one of the two movies, Megan and Smile, I'd say Smile. That's weird, dude. There's some weird visuals in that. There's some like just weird, disturbing, unsettling tones. Acting's good. But yeah, if you guys been liking the vids, I really appreciate all you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. They would help out a bunch. Maybe drop a like, hit that notification bell button bell, whatever it is. And till next time, peace.